Hey everyone, thanks so much for visiting the Singing Little Bird. Today I'm talking about Postable Address Book, which is one of my favorite online address books. It's super simple, it's easy to use, and it keeps everything organized and up to date in one place. So to get started, you're going to go to postable.com/address-book. And when you get there, you will click on this blue button over here that says Get Address Book. This will take you to a screen where you can create your free account. It is 100% free, which is great. So for these purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and put Lisa in and sign up with the Singing Little Bird. And you will want to use your primary email address there because that's where you're going to get all your information sent to. So you'll go ahead and click sign up, and then it'll bring you to a screen that asks what you're using Postable for. So it doesn't really matter a whole lot what you choose. Obviously, if it is for a wedding or a business, you can choose that. I'm just going to click myself for now. So go ahead and click continue. And it'll bring you to your home page screen. So when you get here, you'll go to this top bar up here and it says address book. That's where you'll go ahead and click. And it'll show you your contacts. So right now we have no contacts. And there's a fill address book section on the right side of your screen over here. And this is where you can get started in entering in your contacts to your address book. So the first one is request info. So you can click get started here. So that's where people are going to be able to fill in their own information, and you'll just send them a link. So if we click on that, it'll share a link with you that you will copy. So you'll copy this link and then you can send it to people via email or text or things like that. Then if you go back, there's import contacts using a spreadsheet. So that's if you already have your contacts in some sort of spreadsheet and you want to upload your contacts in bulk like that. And then lastly, you can add your contacts individually. And you can also do a mix of these three things, but these are just the three options they offer. So if we're going to add contacts individually, you can click on that, and then it'll bring you to this add contact form. It's really great because it has lots of different features that you can do. You don't have to fill all of them out because I know it is a lot, but it is kind of nice to have the ability to have all of these saved. So you can start with their title. This is their formality, which is really great, especially if you're hosting a big event or a wedding that you would need something more formal in. So you would type in Mr. Joe, and you can have their middle name if you want, Schmo. I have no idea how to spell that. Then you can put their company, their street address. You can also put in their email and phone number, which is nice because then you'll be able to email them. You can add their birthday, and it only allows for month and day, but that's a great feature to have, especially if you're wanting to send birthday cards to your family. Then it also allows for you to put their spouse or partner's name and birthday, their anniversary, and then their kids' names, which is really nice for people who always forget people's kids' names, or it just helps you remember if you're doing a wedding and you need to have your table arrangements put out with kids' names and such. And it also allows for the kid's birthday. And then the last section is notes, which I find really great. My husband has a really large family and it's hard to remember who is who. So in the notes section, I try to put a detail about that person so I remember who it is. So if it's my husband's uncle and it's his youngest uncle or the oldest uncle, I'll put that in here, or depending on where they live. So I might write lives in Chicago, oldest of brothers or uncles. So then you go ahead and click your save changes. So it'll show up, and then here is where you have your contacts. And because I messed it up, you can click on it and you can actually edit it again. So you can go edit contact, and Schmo is spelled wrong still. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be in their contacts will populate over here. You'll be able to continually edit them. As you can see, if you scroll down, if you click on them over here, you can scroll down and edit them in this section. So you can click on edit contact and you'll be able to edit it. And you'll actually be able to edit it even if somebody else filled it out, which is great. So you can add things, you can add notes, things like that. This request new info in this greenish blue bar in the contact is where you can send them an email as long as their email address is in their contact. You can send them an email and then they will either be able to confirm or update their contact info, which is great for people who have moved or for Christmas lists and you aren't sure where they're at now or things like that. So that's a really great option. Then when you have multiple contacts here, these will be populated. So as you can see, we only have a J right now and it's by first name. I think there is a way to go ahead and change it to your by last name, but I'm not 100% sure how to do that right now. And then if you do need to search for someone, so let's say you're searching for Joe, then he'll pop up at top. If you're searching for Sarah, then Sarah would pop up if we had a Sarah in here. You can add a new contact by clicking right here, and then it'll add another contact in there. And then also we have the option to add a group. So when you want to add a group, you'll click add new group. You can enter a group name. So we're going to say this is our Christmas list group. And then you can click add members, and then you'll just add the people as we go to the group. And then you'll click save group, and you'll be able to continually add or remove contacts from that group. And you can also rename it. So let's say we wanted to add Joe Schmo to the group. Now, every time we want to find out what our list is, you'll just click on Christmas list and it'll show up right here. The last thing that is really beneficial as far as this goes, especially for weddings or larger events, is your export. So up here will be contacts, your link, import, and export. So you'll click on export, and this will allow you to get a Excel file that you can send to either your envelope calligraphers or your online address label service, or even you can do your own labels, and you can just click export now and it will pull up this address book, which is really great. It's in Excel and it allows you to have it basically for whatever you need, and you can search through that as well. So that is the gist of Postable. I hope that that helps, and I hope that you enjoy exploring your new address book.